Hello and welcome, Joe Beck is my guest again here. So, Joe, I've seen a lovely belt on your Instagram photos, and I've got to say it was probably a great fight and so on. So, can you please tell me how did you fought your way through to the belt, and how was the tournament? How was it? What was Andy doing, and such things?
Yeah, well, I had my fight there on Saturday night. It was a really, really good fight. I trained very hard with my coaches. I a lot of background work for this one in terms of doing a lot of technique. Um, in the ring, I felt amazing. The judges scored it 4-1 to me. There was a 5 round fight. At the very start of the fight, I went out and I went for the body, really dug deep in the body shots. The second round, um, so I won that quite fairly. The first round, second round went in, started headhunting a wee bit more. So getting in the clinch, breaking out, hitting the shots, catching them clean and things. And then the third round would have went to him. I think he started getting really tired. He didn't have much left in him, so he put everything into that round. And then the fourth, hit him a big right overhand, caught him clean. I thought the fight should have been stopped at that point, but unfortunately it didn't go that way. And then the fifth was just playing about. Started enjoying myself, and then catching him with really heavy shots. So I came out the better end, definitely. I went in and I had the mentality of just going in, having fun. And thankfully I left that way too. I came out unharmed.
So, was it a difficult battle, right? How was Andy during the fight?
Andy was very good. You know, it reminds me just wee small things that I need to remember when I'm fighting. Um, like in terms of just in the corner, breathing. A lot of people get into the corner and they're just like, fuck, like, just need to relax, relax, relax. And he just tells me to breathe. You know, he tells me how I'm performing. He reminds me I'm doing well. What I could do to improve myself better that round, the next round, sorry. And then after that, I go out and just do. I listen to him. I'm always focused on the opponent, though. I'm always standing across. I'm always making sure I'm looking, making eye contact to see if I've broken mentally or not yet. That's a big thing for me. But I'm always listening to what Andy has to say to me as well. He always reminds me what I have to do to get the job done.
Alright, I have to ask you something. I mean, I don't know whether you follow Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, but I interviewed Caleb
Yeah.
Harris. Yeah, I interviewed him on many occasions, and his coach, Dustin DiPiuma, if you watched his last fight against Jim Ellers, Caleb said, whenever we were on the break, he was saying, Caleb, you're not sticking to game plan, you're fighting toe to toe. And
Yeah.
I guess Andy does the same thing, right?
Yeah, well, definitely. The plan was for me for the first round to go out and butcher the body, which I felt like did okay. But I started, especially in the third round, I stopped moving my head and I started trying to go, get into a dog fight. And Andy was like, "Look, man, you have to cut that out. You have to start moving again, move your feet, move your head." And then in the fourth round, that's when I definitely came back, and that's how I started to take over the fight again. Because it only takes a second. It only takes a second to forget what you have to do, um, and that's why it's important to have somebody there to remind you. So Andy is like that for me. Yeah.
So yeah, and I saw you're not taking a break, you're still exercising, you're still training.
Yeah, yeah. I've got the teens there. I'm assistant coach for the hybrid teens class. They're phenomenal, so they are. But they definitely motivate me to train harder and to learn. So I want to be there as much as I can for them. Obviously, they wanted to see the belt. And I wanted to show them too. Um, so yeah, but back into the grinder. We've got guys there, out competing there on Saturday. So sorry, excuse me. Yeah, we've got people competing on Saturday, so I wanted to make sure I was able to help them and train them. So that's why I'm back in so soon. But I'm doing a wee bit of training myself too.
Yeah, good team is always important for great support and such things. I guess so. So I hope now we will watch more fights in the future in the days to come. I believe you're now in the great shape, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm feeling great. 2020 is going to be my year, and I'm going to make sure I go out there every fight this year and a hell of a performance for everybody. I don't want to walk away with decisions this year. I want to come out with finishes. You know.
Yeah, I understand you, and I hope you'll bounce with more wins in this year, next year, and so on. Thank you so much for this interview. Would you like to add something?
Um, no, not at all. That's all good there, man. Just want to say thanks for being there and invite me back on the channel after the win. I know you interviewed me after I was coming off a couple of losses, and it's nice to see that you're still around to help me out.
For me, a loss win, I respect martial artists, not his winning or losing streak. I respect martial artists, and Andy probably told you that.
Exactly, man. 100%. It's good to have people like that in this game. A lot of people will use you when you're on a win streak, but if you've got people there for you when you have a loss too, then you've definitely got a good group of people behind you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, my philosophy is not to, ascending stars. Everybody can be an ascending star, but if someone is a descending star and you help him, that makes the difference. And that's me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks. See you again.